Hello, here we go. What are the metrics for ranking if somebody is mid-level engineer or senior? In most cases, conflicted while applying to certain organisations. Okay, that's a really good question. I love that. So, what makes an engineer mid, junior, or senior? I suppose it's your depth of knowledge. It's not on. I suppose it's not on me to sort of quantify whether somebody's mid, junior, or senior. It will be based on their the roles that they've already been doing, and the responsibilities that you have in that role currently. I think a good way of looking at it was I had a client I worked with sort of recently where they'd actually got like a bit of a metric or a matrix of how they judged people, and I really liked it, so I sort of saved a part of that. So like for juniors, it's the proficiency is like a learning proficiency. So you're learning on the job, and you're doing, and while you're developing, you're learning how to code, learning how business works, and that sort of thing. As you progress into like a mid-level, it's more of like a doing role. So you're capable and competent of doing the job without as much help or hand holding, that you're able to own projects or to answer questions around you, or to find your own answers. And then the senior is more like a mastering. So you actually have sort of mastered the skill. You know, you're solving problems for yourself, for your team. You're able to design software that works and is using best practice. There might be elements of the job where you're sort of speaking with juniors and mentoring those sort of people, and then also as you progress as a senior, you almost got two routes from there. So as a senior engineer, you've got the potential of being like a sole contributor, whether you're like the fountain of knowledge in that company, or you're going to go down sort of like a mentoring route is the other route. So sort of almost like the tracks branch away at that point. So it's like, am I going down a people route, or am I going into the code route? And that sort of, I suppose, is how things are differentiated. But with the caveat is that every company is different. Every company will look at how they classify their senior developers versus the developers that they're interviewing. It's just and it could sometimes come down to salary or to the size of company again. So there's lots of variables, and I think as long as you're happy in the job and you're being challenged in the job and you're progressing yourself, job titles shouldn't matter quite as much. It is nice to have a little badge that says senior though. So hopefully that, it will never be the same because every organisation is different.